Alright, hello everyone and welcome. DSP here, and welcome to today's gameplay stream, which is going to be the last hurrah for Tomb Raider. And what I mean by that is we are going to give it another shot. We're going to give it another go. Today is Monday, December 7th, 2015, and with all of the stuff going on, all of the games that I'm currently playing, I need to now kind of narrow down and pick and choose the games that I want to continue playing for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I basically got this week, next week, and most of Christmas week, up until Christmas time, when I'm actually going to be doing a Christmas holiday special. And then after that, that week after Christmas, I'll be doing Fan Appreciation Multiplayer, balanced with the year-end series. So I'm going to have way less time at that end of the month to be working on ongoing video game playthroughs, okay? So therefore, what I need to do, as I said in the weekend preview last night, which was the focus of the weekend preview, even though the usual idiot crowd went over there and decided to spam the video with comments about me mentioning views, when really the majority of the video was about what games I'm going to be playing and narrowing it down to a select few games that I want to play. Okay. And so I need to really figure out what am I going to be moving forward playing. And the way that I'm going to determine this is basically if I play this game today and enjoy it. Because I'll be honest with everyone, the first session that I played Rise of the Tomb Raider, I was not impressed at all. It felt incredibly cliche, like every possible cliche for one of these adventure exploration games. Calamity Croft was in effect. Every possible thing that could go wrong did go wrong. Cliche climbing segments, cliche survival segments that were identical from the first game of Tomb Raider. And then as I played on again, I didn't actually stream my second session of this game, but as I played my second session, I realized, okay, so what this game basically is, from what I can see from the first 4.5 hours, is the original Tomb Raider reboot game, only it's more open world. Because what they've done here is they've put fast travel between the different sections of the game, so that when you progress in the game and you unlock new abilities and stuff, you can then go back to previous areas of the game and open up secret areas and things that you weren't previously able to access. So, for example, I found a few caves that said you needed the rope arrows to open. Well, I don't have the rope arrows yet, and I'm assuming that you need to do certain things in order to earn the upgrades to get the rope arrows, and I don't think I can do them yet. So, I can't go to those areas. And that's why I think that you can fast travel between the campfires, checkpoints, whatever you want to call them in this game, to kind of backtrack and do that content. But honestly, outside of that, it's pretty much the same game of the original Tomb Raider, only I think so far the plot really isn't as good as the first game. The first game was a reboot, so you were really trying to get your bearings on who is this Lara Croft character in the reboot. If you remember, there was a pretty adult-oriented, gruesome plot with, you know, mass murder and fucking sacrifice and all kinds of supernatural shit in that first game. We're 4.5 hours into this one, and none of that has happened at all. All that we've pretty much done is gone through a few linear areas, gone off the beaten path to do a couple alternate temples, which they were optional, but a few of them already look the same. So already, you know, we've done 2 or 3 optional things, and they're kind of identical, which is kind of frustrating, right? And you're like, you know, when is the big wow moment coming? And the reason I'm saying that is because ever since I started playing the game last month, a bunch of people keep messaging me and saying, but Phil, this game is amazing. But Phil, I love the game, and if you didn't know, you know, all the reviewers who reviewed this game are saying that it's great and it's amazing. It's better than the first game. To which I get all these responses, and I'm like, okay, why would it be better than the first game? It's the same game. It's literally the same game. Like the same survival aspect where you're hunting and you're skinning and you're using that to craft stuff. The same upgrade system, the same campfire system, the same melee combat system with a worse plot. If anything, maybe the only thing that's maybe slightly improved are the graphics. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of scratching my head as to why are people thinking this game is so good and so amazing, and why, you know, some people are, oh, it's one of my game of the year choices. And I'm like, huh? Now maybe, you know, let's be honest here. Maybe I'm the one who's kind of just not getting it because I've been so busy with all these other games, right? I've been in the middle of Fallout 4, which I'm absolutely loving, one of my favorite games of the year, right? WWE 2K16, which I love too. In addition to that, there was so much other new stuff last month. You know, we had Call of Duty Black Ops 3, we had Star Wars Battlefront, we had the final episode of Game of Thrones, we had Rainbow Six Siege recently, we just had Just Cause 3, we just had all this stuff at once. And I really said that basically this game kind of is almost the redheaded stepchild of all the games that have come out. Because number one, it's an Xbox One exclusive, which immediately cut off half the base of gamers who wanted to play it. You know, half the people out there didn't buy the Xbox One, or actually, I had to say it, more than half the people didn't buy the Xbox One, they bought the PS4. And to have to wait a whole year to play the game is a big no-no, a dumb issue. So a lot of people just don't give a crap about this game. They're kind of disappointed, you know, I don't care about this, I can't play it now. And, you know, it is what it is. That because of this Xbox and Microsoft exclusivity, that for whatever reason people just aren't, you know, you aren't really caring about the game. You know, it got swept up amongst all the other stuff going on at the time in the month of November. And maybe, just maybe, if this, let's say if Rise of the Tomb Raider had come out in August. If you remember, August was pretty much a dead month. I was doing Rare Replay Collection, and I was, you know, doing a few things here and there, but certainly until the end of the month of August, when Until Dawn came out, most of that month was dead time where I was doing downtime playthroughs. Remember, I was doing my Fallout New Vegas second run and stuff like that. Now, just imagine that this had come out in August, and I had time to sit down and not worry about, oh, there's all these other games coming out too that I want to check out, and I just focused on the game. Maybe then I would have felt differently, okay? But one thing you have to factor in is release timing as well. Because right now, the bottom line is, I've got Fallout 4 that I want to keep playing. I've got WWE that I've been enjoying a lot. This week, we've got Yakuza 5, which unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play right away tomorrow, but I am going to be playing as soon as I get a freaking hard drive to upgrade my PS3, and I upgrade my PS3 so that I can actually fit it. And, you know, who knows? That's the thing. It's a what if. It's a big what if. And the what if is, you know, who knows what would have happened if this game had released a different time, wasn't a Microsoft exclusive, would it have been received differently by me and by others? I don't know. It's funny because every time I play it, it's kind of 50-50. Some people are like, wow, this is so good. And the other half are like, this game's kind of boring and the same as the first game. So I don't know. What I'm doing is today I'm going to give this a shot. We're going to play this on this first stream for about 2 to 2.5 hours, and we're going to see what happens. If I get interested, if maybe something happens. Because remember, at the end of the last time that I played this game, there was actually a plot twist that I enjoyed, and I was like, okay, maybe this will be good. You know, maybe this will be great. Then I will continue to play it. I will actually put it on into my rotation. I'll put it into my schedule here. And I'll continue to play it. If I played it today and I'm really not impressed and I really feel the same way at the end of today's 2+ hours of gameplay, then that's it for Rise of the Tomb Raider. And too bad. And you know, I'm getting tired. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to vent a little bit. I'm getting tired of people who are going to come and complain that Phil is not doing full playthroughs anymore. Phil is dropping all these games. That's what you asked for last year, late 2014. The massive amount of complaints, hundreds of complaints I received. I was playing too many games. I wasn't focusing on the games that I was enjoying. It was taking too long for me to get to the games that I was enjoying the most. Most people said, stop playing Far Cry 4 and only focus on Dragon Age and do this. And I said, no, I want to keep playing because I say, you know, I do full game playthroughs and I want to keep going. And by the time that I had finished all those games, all I got was negative feedback saying, well, you know, you took too long to beat the games. Most people who wanted to see ongoing playthroughs have gone elsewhere because you took too long, you played too many games. You should be pick and choosing the games that you want, that you like the most, and just play those, like other YouTubers. So this year I do that, and now these people want to complain the opposite. Oh, you dropped too many games. And you know what? I'm not accepting it anymore. I'm just not. Sorry. That's invalid criticism, and I'll tell you why, because it's bullshit. You can't have it both ways. You can't 1 year massively complain one way, so I change my way of doing things to cater to the people who want it, and then all of a sudden, you're going to complain the other way. No, what it is people who just want to say that I'm doing it wrong no matter what. And that's all it is. No matter what I do, those people will still say that I'm doing it wrong. So I don't care. I'm going to pick and choose the games that I'm enjoying, and I'm going to continue to play them. And if you don't want to see those playthroughs, okay, then don't fucking watch. But doesn't mean that you have to come back every day complaining and come back every day being negative about shit. I just made the Week in Preview last night, and the whole gist of the Week in Preview was that, number one, YouTube had a glitch this week where views locked for 2 days, and by the time that it unlocked, there was no way for me to tell how my stuff did this week, and there's no way for me to tell how I did in the month of November, which everyone wants to know, because I had 2 bad months in September and October, and people are wondering, gee, did Fallout 4 cause the business to maybe get a pickup? And I couldn't answer that question, and I talked about that in the Week in Preview, and then I talked about how this week I'm going to be giving games like WWE and Rise of the Tomb Raider a final shot, and we're going to see what games I'm going to keep playing. Guess what? Massive, trolling on the video. Phil's mentioning views again. The whole video's about views. No, it's fucking not. And, I'm not going to put up with that shit. I'm really not. I'm here to have fun. It's the holiday fucking season. People should be, feeling great. People should be like, wow, this is a good time of the year. Wow, Phil's playing fun games and he's going to continue on. Not everything I do has to be twisted into something negative. It's ridiculous. And I'm so tired of it. Really, it's just like, I just want to sit here and enjoy games, and I got to put up with the most nitpicky, you did it wrong no matter what you did group of people on the internet, and I'm not going to fucking put up with it. I'm just not. So, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm not going to put up with this nonsense. And if you're going to come in, you're going to complain, you're going to spam comments, and you're going to spam stream chat, and you're going to be negative about it, well, you're going to say goodbye. Say bye-bye, because I'm not going to let people just take shit over and do this stupid shit. It's ridiculous. I want to enjoy what I'm doing, and I can't enjoy it when I'm actually having fun, and the people who are following the ongoing playthroughs like Fallout 4 and WWE are having fun. You're going to have this one really negative group of people who are just going to complain no matter what I do. Too bad. Then just go away. It's that simple. Then don't watch. And I've said that how many years, but no, that they keep coming back for more, right? Because their bottom line is, that big negative element, they're really not here to enjoy anything. They're just here to shit on stuff. It's those people who have more fun shitting on things than actually enjoying the content for what it is and the ongoing gameplay and stuff. So, it is what it is. You're always going to have that element. But understand that I am going to now make some executive decisions this week that are going to determine what I'll be playing until the end of this month. Right? Until finally I get to the year-end stuff, which will start around the Christmas week. And then we'll do fan appreciation and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to give Rise of the Tomb Raider a final shake. Let's see what happens today. I am approaching it with an open mind. I really am. Maybe the first 4.5 hours of this freaking game, right, that I've been playing was just kind of a taste. And now they're going to get into the chunks of the game that are better. In fact, people have been telling me that. It's interesting that people are telling me stuff like that. That they're saying, it could actually be much better if you just hang in there. Okay, fair enough. I'll listen. I'm going to have an open mind, and I'm going to give it one last shot. Okay? And we'll see what happens. I'm very willing to have an open mind and to listen and to say, okay, if so many people are contacting me and saying, no, Phil, this game actually is good, you got to keep playing it, all right, I'll give it a shot. But there's only so much. You know what I mean? There's only so much that I can do, especially when I got a big influx of people telling me to play Yakuza 5 starting this week when it releases tomorrow, and we don't know when it'll release, and also I don't know when my new hard drive for my PS3 is arriving, so I couldn't tell you an exact time that I can start playing Yakuza 5, okay? But the bottom line is I need to start making these executive decisions. There's no way I'm going to be able to juggle 4 or 5 games at once and do any kind of legitimate coverage of the games. You know what I mean? So, that's really all I have to say. We're going to jump in a moment here, okay? I will give a quick update regarding Patreon. The November patrons were all messaged last night. I sent everyone private messages on patreon.com, and I got a lot of responses already. So if you have not yet, please check patreon.com if you did pledge to my Patreon in November. I need your information within the next week, and then hopefully next weekend I can get all your perks divvied out. All right? Sounds good? And then the only other thing I'll say is if you were interested in possibly picking up a Christmas gift from my girlfriend Leanna's Etsy shop, which is called The Black Currant, where she sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. If you are international, meaning you do not live in the United States, today is the last day for you to order and a guaranteed get your shipment for Christmas. All right? Today's the that's it. There's no other, there's no more waiting. You have to order today if you want to get it and you're international. So check it out at etsy.com/shop/theblackcurrant, spelled CURRANT. And you can use discount code CELEBRATE100, which is CELEBRATE100, to save 10% off of any order of $20 or more between now and the end of the year. Now, if you are domestic, if you do live in the United States, you have until the 20th of December. So you still have 2 more weeks pretty much to place your order if you want it in time for Christmas. It just, it sucks that the international limitations are what they are, but, that's it. That's the United States Postal Service. They take a long time to process stuff, get it through customs, and, get it on its way internationally. So, FYI, there you go. Okay? Is that all right? And thank you to Gino Saji, who posted the link into the stream chat at the sacrifice that he got kicked. Maybe someone will give him a half mod for the stream so he can post it up if he wants to not getting kicked. But a shout out to him for doing that. Appreciate it. And that's about it. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Let us get started with Rise of the Tomb Raider. Let's see what happens here. And a quick FYI, I have to end this stream a tiny bit early today. Not too early, maybe about 20 minutes earlier than usual. But after today, it should be the final day that it looks like I might have to end early. I know the past few weeks to month, there's been a couple streams that I had to end early-ish. This might be the last one, okay? So, thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate it. And let's get started with Rise of the Tomb Raider. Sound good? All right, thanks.